Hi everybody, Laura from Best Creative Stitchery. And this video is an update of COVID-19. Today is April 4th, 2020. And I want to give you just an update of what's going on at the store. And we do have some abbreviated hours for the rest of the month or until further notice. And that is, we're going to be closed on Monday. That's normally Quilt Club Day. And there's no mechanic in the store on Monday, so we're just closing on Monday. But we'll be open from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 till 4. And Friday and Saturday will be open till 3. Most people are choosing to come in by appointment, though you do not have to make an appointment to drop off their machines or do pickup or pick up product. We're very happy to take phone orders from you and process everything and then simply meet you at the door. We actually had a customer who backed in her vehicle, opened the back trunk, and she said just toss it into the back of her trunk, and that's what we did. So we are doing lots of servicing right now, and you can still make appointments. We are taking, you can just drop your machine off. That is not an appointment. That is just simply dropping your machine off. We're also taking specific day appointments, and right now the calendar is filling up. The first half of April is full. The second half does have some openings. So if you would like to do that, you must call the store. You must make a date appointment, and we will prepare all of your paperwork prior to you coming in. We have it all laid out, and we know who's coming in and who's not coming in, and we can fill you in on the particular details of that as you decide to, if you decide to service your machine. If you decide to service your machine this particular month, your turnaround is probably going to be pretty fast. So as everything gets back to normal, that turnaround time period is going to expand as it has been for the last 3 or 4 years, basically. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing as far as classes. For the most part, if you are signed up for a class in April, you can pretty much assume it's canceled. And we're going to try to kind of slide things down the schedule into May. But don't forget, the June, July, August, September schedule will be coming out in about mid-May. So, like I said, we're going to try to slide things and make some changes in the May schedule. But we kind of sort of just have to see how things go. So the next thing I want to tell you about, and this is why you're really tuning in, hopefully, is we are going to have a bunch of sew-alongs. And so they're our way of doing some online classes with you. These classes are going to be totally free, 100% free. I have a couple customers who think I should charge you, but this is my way of giving you, as I said, it's my way of giving you cake back. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing and some of the criteria that we're going to ask you to adhere to so that this can all flow very, very nicely. So I'm going to show you the schedule. The schedule is also in this email, and there's also some other details that you'll want to go back to the main email and take a look at in the text materials, what some kind of criteria we want you to sort of adhere to. So let me go ahead and very quickly show you the schedule, and I'll tell you a little bit about the projects and some of the guidelines that we want you to follow in order for us to orchestrate these particular classes. So I've got a whiteboard that I wrote the classes and items on. So first of all, on this coming Tuesday, there are some of you that are in my Decorative Stitch Club, and we did a session last week, and we're going to finish up that particular item, get it mostly finished. We're probably not going to get the total framing done, but it was very successful. It was 4 hours, and we sewed along, and we actually had a really great time. So that class will convene on April 7th. The next thing is those of you who are in Quilt Club that meets on Mondays, Christy is going to do a Quilt Club for you. She's going to cover some techniques with you. She's going to talk about a square. I'm not sure exactly what you're all working on, but there's also going to be a show and tell. So we'd like for you to show us maybe some of the things you finished, or also, what you're also working on right now. So and she will send out an email to everybody with the invitation for that. So the next thing is, the next ones are the projects that we're going to do free. The first one is, we're calling it 6 Foot Buddies, and I will show you that. Jodelle will be doing that particular little sew along, and it will be on Wednesday, April 15th. We're going to make the naked rope basket on Tuesday, April 16th, or 21st, excuse me. Sharon will be doing the magic card holder. That will be Thursday, April 23rd. I have a little bitty box that's absolutely adorable, and we'll be doing that on Tuesday, April 28th. All of these sew-alongs will start at 11, but we'll ask you to start logging on at about 10:50. All right, so let's talk a little bit. I already talked about an ongoing class that I already have, the decorative stitching class, and Christy will be conducting the quilt club. So let me tell you a little bit about the projects that we're going to be doing. So one of them is called, we came up with this idea, it's called 6 Foot Buddies. Now we all know we're supposed to stay 6 feet away from each other. And so one of our favorite products that we work with around here and do lots of classes on is the By Annie Soft and Stable. And one of the little free classes that, free patterns that she has are for the little flowers. And we all have all of this soft and stable that we have little bits and pieces of, and you can piece it together and continue to use it in projects, but it's a great way of also making these really, really cute flowers. So our idea with this is we're calling these 6 Foot Buddies. And what we'd like for you to do is we'd like for you to make a bunch of these. And then we're also, when you sign up for this, we're gonna send you the free pattern. We're gonna also send you a PDF with cards that what you're gonna do is it's gonna, forgive me, I forgot to bring it in with me. It's got kind of a little saying on it that says, even though we're 6 feet apart, you still touch my heart and you're still in my mind. And it is to remind people that even though we have not been out and around, I'm thinking about you. And so what we're going to encourage you to do is make these little 6 Foot Buddies and then put them into a plastic bag along with the little card, and then go out and make some deliveries. Put these on people's doors. Or I don't want to tell you to put them in their post box because that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. But you can go ahead and maybe you can even put it on their windshield, maybe even text them and tell you I have a little present for you. I left it at your front door. And it'll be really interesting to see who all gets these. I would love to make about 50 of these and just drive all over town and dump it off on all of your porches, but I don't have that kind of time. So, so these are what we call 6 Foot Buddies. The next one is going to be, I think it's the Naked Rope Bowl. And the Naked Rope Bowl is made out of clothing line. A lot of you are familiar with this bowl as being a bowl that is covered with fabric, but I've been making these bowls with just variegated thread, regular color thread, and variegated thread. And it's a really, really fun project there. I made it at the quilt retreat last year, and everybody kind of went bonkers. And actually, we were going to make these this year at the quilt retreat, but we had to cancel it. So this is what we're going to do. I have a bunch of rope. And actually, those of you who are going to go to the quilt retreat, this was going to be a little freebie that I was going to give you. And I have a bunch of rope. And if you want to participate in this class, if you live close by, you can stop by the store. I'll put the rope by the front door. You can grab one bundle of rope, and then you can participate in this class. But we'll make this little naked rope bowl. Then they're just really adorable. Let me show you a couple more samples. This is made with 100 foot. It's made with a couple different colors. These are great for putting like things like bread in. That's one. Here's another one that I made with 100 foot. Here it is right here. So they're very, very cool baskets. Here's the original one that I made. So we're gonna do that as one of our sew-alongs. The other one that we're going to do, Sharon is going to do this one. These are her magic card holders. These are a great Christmas present. Sharon sells a lot of these at Christmas time, and they're really great for Christmas present. You put your credit card in here. Here it is right here. And I don't think that's in there right. And there we go. And you just pull on and your credit card comes up out of there. And it's a really, really great project. She makes really, really beautiful ones. These are beautifully stitched. They have a lot of free motion stitching on them. And she sells a lot of these at Christmas time, like I said. She's run a few classes on these. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you that class for free too. So you can also buy some of these from Sharon too. So they're very, very cool. On our final class that we're going to do are little bitty boxes. I have made about 35 of these little bitty boxes, and they're absolutely adorable. I'm absolutely addicted to making these, and we're going to do that at the end of the month. And I should actually tilt this down here so you can see here. I'll see if I can grab these and if I drop them all. So these are all my bitty boxes that I've made. I've made just, like I said, I've made like 35 of them. Here, see if I can tilt that down and you can see them all over the table there. There we go. Oh, those bitty boxes. They were piles of them. All right. All right. So for these projects, for these sew-alongs, what we're going to have you do is, if you are interested in doing any of these projects, we want you to tell us. We kind of sort of need to know how many people are going to attend. We're also going to send you a pretty detailed prep sheet. And we want you to make sure that you are fully prepared when you sit down for these classes, because we're not going to spend time telling you what color of thread to put on your machine. That's going to be one of the prerequisites. You're going to have your machine threaded, your bobbin wound, the correct presser foot on your machine. We'll have a 10-minute leeway period of time where people log in. But we want you to be ready to sew so we can start teaching. So we also need to make sure we have your email address. Obviously, if you are signing up, if you are looking at this, we have your email address, but that's all in a program called Constant Contact. So we want you to make sure that you give us and we do, many times you're already in our system, but we want to make sure that we're using the correct email address so that we can send you the proper supply list. The next thing we're going to ask you to do is, when you join this class, like I said, we need for you to be fully prepared. If we ask you to use Wonder Under, we're going to try not to be as specific as saying Wonder Under or Heat and Bond. But if we ask you to use Timtex, there's probably a reason why we're asking you to use Timtex. So please don't call us and ask us a ton of questions about, the other brand names, other products. Because if we're asking you to use a specific product, that's kind of sort of our preference. But you can choose to kind of just be a maverick and use Fast to Fuse. I think it's called Fast to Fuse if you want. And not use Timtex. Fast to Fuse, it has the bonding on both sides, and there's also another Peltex, I think. We carry Timtex. It's the brand we know. So if we ask you to make sure you have a ruler, get a ruler. Don't ask us if it should be a 6-inch ruler or a 24-inch ruler, or a clear ruler, or a wooden ruler, or a brown ruler, or anyways. So it's okay. These are just little projects. You can't really go wrong. The next thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download the Zoom app on your iPhone, iPad, or Android type device. My suggestion, you can also load this on your computer. If you go to zoom.us, sign in, make an account, because in order for you to attend, you have to have an account to attend. So the last thing we want you to happen is for us to send you an invitation. You click on it, and then you have to go through the sign-in procedure. So do all that ahead of time. Do that the day before, or do it on Tuesday morning. But do it before you log in, because at 11 we're going to start, and we're going to start without you. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you. So make sure that you call us at the store. You probably are going to get our answering machine. Just leave the message on the answering machine. We probably won't call you back because we're getting a lot of phone calls, and we're having to return a lot of phone calls. And make sure you give us your email address. Go ahead and give us your phone number. Tell us what class you're interested in, and then we'll take it from there. Your invitation to attend these classes is going to arrive about 24 to 48 hours ahead of time. We do not want to send you this invitation sooner, because we don't want you to misplace it, because on that morning of your class, even though the class starts at 11, we're trying to get things ready. If you call us and ask us what the invitation is, well, we're probably not going to be able to respond to you, because we're trying to get ready. And so you need to make sure that you keep this number somewhere, keep the invitation number, and make sure you know where it's at, so that you can log on seamlessly with us. So we're providing this class for you free of charge, and so you also need to do a little bit of your own due diligence. So with that, sign up for these classes. Our little 6-foot buddies, our little bitty boxes, the magic card holder. See if there's a card in that one. Oh, there's no card in that one. And the rope basket. All right, and with that, I hope you are staying relatively, I think that in the Spanish flu, I think stay calm, carry on was, I think, where that came from. So I don't really want to say that, so I might say stay calm and so on. Anyways, we'll see you later.